Most gardeners see a cardboard box and think of two things: the recycling bin or the compost pile. Both are good choices, but they miss out on a powerful secret hidden just beneath the soil surface. What if I told you that by burying that same cardboard in a very specific way, you could encourage your plant's roots to grow twice as deep, creating a stronger, more resilient garden from the ground up? It sounds almost too simple to be true, but this technique taps into the fundamental biology of the soil, turning a piece of waste into a powerful engine for growth. Let's dig in. First, let's gather our materials, because the details here are crucial. Not all cardboard is created equal. You need plain, uncoated brown cardboard. Avoid anything with a glossy finish, waxy coating, or heavy-colored inks. These materials often contain plastics, heavy metals, and other chemicals that you don't want leaching into your garden soil. Your best bet is simple shipping boxes. And be meticulous about removing all plastic tape, shipping labels, and staples. We want pure carbon, nothing else. Next are our two magic activators. First, a bit of finished compost. This can be from your own pile, or a quality bagged variety. The key is that it's teeming with diverse microbial life. This isn't just fertilizer, it's an inoculation of bacteria and fungi. Second, we need unsulfured blackstrap molasses. This is the secret handshake for the soil microbes. It's a pure, simple sugar that provides an immediate burst of energy. The recipe is simple. Mix 1 to 2 tablespoons of molasses into a gallon of water until it's fully dissolved. This sweet solution will kickstart the entire process. Now for the step-by-step process. Whether you're preparing a new garden row, a raised bed, or a large container, the principle is the same. Start by digging down about 4 to 6 inches. You want to place the cardboard below the primary root zone of your young plants, encouraging them to grow downward to find it. Lay your clean cardboard sheets flat at the bottom of the trench or bed. If you're using smaller pieces or shredded cardboard, aim for a layer about a 1/4 inch thick. Don't overlap the sheets too much. A single layer is perfect. Once the cardboard is in place, lightly sprinkle your active compost over the top. You don't need a thick layer. A generous dusting is enough to introduce the microbial workforce. Now, take your molasses water and thoroughly soak the cardboard in compost. You want it damp, like a wrung-out sponge, but not swimming in water. This moisture is what activates the microbes and begins the decomposition process. Finally, backfill the area with the soil you originally removed. Your underground microbial buffet is now officially open for business. So what's actually happening down there? It's a beautiful multi-stage process. The cardboard is almost pure carbon. Think of it as a giant log of firewood for the soil. The molasses provides the spark, an instant food source for the first wave of bacteria. They feast on the simple sugars and multiply rapidly. The compost provides the second, more specialized wave, the fungi. These are the organisms capable of breaking down the tough lignin and cellulose in the cardboard. As they consume the cardboard, they create a vast, web-like network of mycelium, which acts like a superhighway for nutrients and water. This entire process releases a slow, steady stream of food for your plants and builds incredible soil structure, turning compacted clay into a dark, fluffy, and aggregated loam. But it gets even better. As the cardboard softens and decomposes, it creates a network of tiny tunnels and air pockets. Plant roots, which are always seeking the path of least resistance, love to follow these channels, allowing them to push deeper into the subsoil than they ever could on their own. This deep rooting makes them incredibly drought-resistant and able to access water and minerals far below the surface. Furthermore, this damp, decaying layer is an irresistible invitation for earthworms. They arrive to feast on the decomposing material, and their burrowing activity further aerates the soil, while their castings provide some of the richest natural fertilizer on the planet. This isn't a new idea, it's a modern take on ancient wisdom. Old farmers used to bury newspaper and straw for this exact reason, to invite worms, hold moisture, and help roots breathe. Cardboard simply works better, holding its structure longer and providing a richer carbon source. You won't have to wait long to see the signs of success. After about a month, you can gently dig down beside a plant and investigate. The cardboard should no longer be stiff. It should be soft, spongy, and easily torn. You'll see it webbed with fine, white fungal threads, and most importantly, pierced by the fine feeder roots of your plants. This is the visual proof that your soil food web is thriving, and your plants are tapping into this new fertile layer. Now, a few common mistakes to avoid. First, Don't lay the cardboard too thick. A single sheet is enough. Multiple layers can create a dense, impenetrable mat that roots can't get through and that can become anaerobic. Second, manage your moisture. If the cardboard is too dry, decomposition will stall. If it's completely waterlogged, it can turn into a slimy, oxygen-deprived mess that smells sour and repels the beneficial aerobic microbes you want to attract. Aim for consistently damp, not wet. If you notice any issues, simply remove the layer and start again. It's a very forgiving process. This simple soil building trick works wonders under raised beds, in garden rows, or even in large pots and containers. Just remember the hidden trio for unstoppable roots: plain cardboard for carbon, active compost for life, and a splash of molasses for energy. So next time you're about to flatten a box for recycling, pause for a moment. See it not as waste, but as a foundation. Don't just throw it away, bury it with these two key ingredients, and watch your garden transform from the ground down, building a legacy of deep, dark, living soil. Soil Story. Simple tricks, ancient wisdom, and living soil. Subscribe for more.